courtesy of some great form over the last 12 months.
93.
He could well find himself into round 2 if he finds this big out. Beaton's going to need to take 90. I'll be fascinated to see which way he goes.
60.
Because we all should go for the 20s here. He does. But it's no single 20, leaving him needing a treble to get a double. And Schindler's got a more doable out this time. He should minimum get a look at tops here. He does. For the match.
62.
First chance gone. Double 16 for Beaton.
$36.
That could be that. With 3 darts at the outer ring, Schindler doesn't hesitate, doesn't even breathe before he goes to the oche. Double 5 is taken on his third match dart. He wins by 6 legs to 2. His first tournament, he made the semi-finals in Halle.
100.
Maybe Germany will be good again to him today if things open up, but he's got to get through Peters first.
$140.
Beautiful
game
from
shot.
Peters, though. Denies Hendo a shot at the 142 in leg 10 here.
$57.
The averages in this game towards the high 80s.
134.
Well, Henderson does get to a finish. It's a bit of a risky last start, if you ask me, but a match start may be incoming for Luke at double 16. It is. And it's a dart
Game
he
shot
takes.
and the match.
No hesitation in getting rid of Hendo with his first match dart. You can see what it means to him.
But we'll introduce it even further. Double 16.
46.
4 match darts gone now.
Don't start count it. Don't start count. We fell into this trap yesterday.
Yeah, you were getting a nosebleed from counting match darts yesterday.
105.
We've got to count them, it's our job. Right, 4 match darts. Number 5 incoming. And that's all he needs. Lucky number 5, but nothing lucky about that performance. You can see how much he enjoyed that victory by 6 legs to 2.
Has been his nemesis in this game, John Rodriguez. He has missed it every time he's wanted it and hit it every time he hasn't. He has still had enough to beat Mario van der Behade here. And
140.
Around about 105 in the process. This is the sort of display
Game shot and the match.
John Rodriguez is able to produce, and if he can produce a few more of them and get through a couple of scrappy games, there is no reason why that young man from Austria, and with the way that Gurney's finishing, even Daryl Gurney, the 2-time major champion, normally you just think if he gets one match dart, you fancy him. Do you fancy him right now with what you've seen so far? It's difficult to be confident, and does he end up on double 18 again?
Find out if the first dart hits the 60. I think if he's going to win this match at the next visit, one of the things that might help him is getting the 60 to not go for double 18.
Where are you going? He's going to go for double 18. Ask Petrecha. Ask Pikachu at it double 18.
There's double 18.
Come on.
Game shot and the match.
That's how you do it, Daryl. 6-5. Daryl Gurney finally solves the riddle of double 18. He's still trying to figure it out. And a hugely entertaining, baffling, and for Super Chin, a frustrating game, but he comes away with a victory. He's through to round 3.
100. $140.
Credit to Leighton, even though he has lost 4 legs on the spin, he's not collapsed by any means. He's just been outplayed.
131.
On a finish after 3 visits to the board again.
60.
And Leighton Bennett's race might be run.
58.
Probably needs another. All three would make things interesting.
180.
Shot Leighton Bennett. A fourth 180. Pressure. One match dart. Oh, that is quality. Martijn Kleermaker has turned that around because he was a spectator for the first 5 legs of that. 4-1 down to 16-year-old Leighton Bennett. And there's a smile on his face, and I'm glad to see it because he should be. Michael van Gerwen is safely through to round 4, the last 16. He's beaten Gert de Vos
134.
on the board. Gerwen Price. Well, he tried to start on the 18s there. That's why that's so far across.
123.
But it wasn't particularly close to the treble 18. What's your setup shot like, Yoza? It's going to be all right.
100.
He'd take it, I think. He had a look at the 117 in the last leg to win it, and he didn't get a dart at the double.
100.
Price has just got to hope the same thing happens. Oh, that's awkward. Yeah, you can tell by his face. How do you get to the 57 from there? That's how you do it, I think, Yoza. Double 16 for the match.
92.
Will he get another go? Double top.
62.
Couldn't repeat the trick from the 106 checkout the previous leg, and it's more match darts for Jamie Hughes. Gerwen Price, the world number 2.
Game shot
Will
and the match.
remain world number 2 today. Jamie Hughes knocks out the number 1 seed, and the the maths right, so he's going for the bull.
57.
Oh, no. The 18. He does at least give himself a shot.
$59.
Bullseye for a 164.
139.
The line was perfect. Didn't quite get the weight of dart. Rob Cross will look at the 18s here. And it won't go. And Stephen Bunting, this is the chance. A 164 was always a huge ask.
96.
But to get the break, 25, this is a godsend.
Game shot.
And he seizes the opportunity, Stephen Bunting. Well, if this is the end of this weekend for Rob Cross, a semi-final in the last 16 and playing in the way that he has, if you told him that on Friday, he'd have probably said, yeah,
140.
But given the manner of his semi-final defeat yesterday, given the standard that he's played at
140.
over the course of this weekend, it feels like a meagre return because he has been absolutely brilliant. But Stephen Bunting, far too good.
Game shot and the
what
match.
a way to win it. 1-2-4 checkout on double 8 for a 12-darter. Stephen Bunting with a superb display. It's 106 average. When you look at the top performers so far today of those left in the tournament,
180.
as Humphries posts his second 180, it's his 15th of the day. It is Martin Schindler who's leading.
100.
He's yet to start his quarter-final game, but he's averaging more than 101 for the day. He's hit 18 180s in
100.
30 legs of darts. That's ridiculous. That's even more than Gary Blades was doing yesterday. And that
100.
Thing is, he's had quite a wait as Shindy.
46.
You'd have rather that dart just fell out the board because he's gone from a 2-dart checkout to a 3-dart checkout. And it will just give James Wade a bit of nourishment there.
105.
He's on a 2-darter. Tops.
59.
Right shot, wrong execution. James Wade. Looking to get the execution right. A bit like this.
Game shot.
Need to find ways to win even when you're not at your best, and Luke Humphries has improved as the game has gone on a bit. He's had little spells, but he's still only averaging in the low 90s here.
84.
It might be enough, but can he take this 64? Double 8. Oh,
Game
wonderful. Shot. Shot to win it in just 4 visits to the board.
$96.
It's so very Wade. 12 segment. To win the match on the bull.
56.
It's a story we've seen loads and loads of times before, hundreds of times before. James Wade pulling out a brilliant last leg decider to win the match. Look at the big intake of breath. Because that is an absolutely stupendous dart from Luke Humphries under the most severe pressure from James Wade. He now has a winning record against one of the most successful players in the game. 5 wins out of 9, but more importantly for Luke Humphries, it could be 2 senior titles come the end of today, because our semi-final lineup is taking shape. We know that it's Martin Schindler or Daryl Gurney versus Adrian Lewis in the other half of the draw, and Luke Humphries, cool hand Luke. 0.03 seconds, he had a fourth 180 there.
$140.
Adrian Lewis to leave him on a 2-darter. Martin Schindler would have been on a 2-darter if that last dart had stuck in the board. As it is, he needs 2 treble 20s. Well, they've not been a problem, have they? Behave yourself. Double 14.
134.
A worrier. Now, is he going aggressive or at the bull? Well, he's aggressive, but it's a long way wide. 21 off. 72. Double. Yeah, makes sense as a shot, but can't pull it off.
57.
It's a long way wide. Oh,
Game
very
shot.
Nicely done. The first dart would have been more of a distraction than anything else. Probably a sensible piece of board management.
$82.
Just a little reminder from Adrian that the leg isn't won yet.
Game shot.
It is now, though. And it may only be a 19 dart. Martin Schindler. Not just yet, it isn't.
40.
Oh, another in there. Oh, my.
114.
Well, he hasn't had a great deal of fortune, Adi. He's done as much as he could have asked with the bounce out with that visit. Match start Shindy. And the 25-year-old from Strasbourg in Germany continues his magnificent form, his magnificent day. He is through to his first ever PDC final in senior darts. And even though it looks like it is Michael van Gerwen, the 3-time world champion who awaits, the four-man today is that little fella. It is the wall, Martin Schindler, who could become a PDC title.
He looks very much at ease in this final. He doesn't look like he's trying too hard.
139.
Look at what he's doing. 48 after 9, and Schindler needing things like this.
Yeah, feeding on scraps, Martin Schindler here. And the 128's gone. And Van Gerwen for 3-0 lead, but the 3-0 lead has got a couple of breaks in it. And Michael van Gerwen had to be really patient in the semi-final. He got 1 break in the final leg, the 12th leg.
Come on.
Well, he's got 2 breaks here already. 3 legs to nil. £3,500 behind Florian Hempel and £3,000 behind Max Hopp in the race to be in the World Cup. He's now 14,500 clear of Florian Hempel and almost 17 ahead of Max Hopp. He'll be going to the World Cup, Martin Schindler, because he's leading Florian Hempel and he's going to keep
94.
adding to that.
I agree. That's going to be a great team. The problem with that team right now is that Clemens is not playing brilliant. The best player in Germany right now is Schindler.
Game shot.
That's a really good settler for him.
More resilient now as well. Working his way back into the final here. 2 at double 16. Double 8. And
58.
if this goes, this will hurt because Martin will feel like his hard work's been undone straight away.
Watch out. It's
Game
done
shot.
by MVG. The break is straight back.
And you've got to have that year's consistency. You really got to earn your spot in these events now, and Schindler well on his way to doing it.
49.
Well, those darts signify another chance for MVG at tops.
30.
Oh, the line was so good. Just did not dip at the end to take leg 6. Schindler can't miss this.
He's hanging on. Showing a little bottle here, Martin Schindler. Double 8.
44.
Schindler's missed.
See where you went there.
Stealing off Rod Stud. I can't put my claim to that.
Oh, surely.
Game shot.
Yeah, that had to go in. He had 2 markers above that top.
Martin Schindler, but this is as good as the match here if this 1-2-8 goes.
42. Didn't have any room in the 54.
88.
That would have been crippling to the chances of Schindler if that had gone. But this is to be within 2. Must hit 9s.
Game shot.
Wonderful leg from Schindler. We may have a final on our hands now. Magnetized 180s.
Is it going to be back-to-back 11 dart legs?
135.
Don't give him a look at 126. Don't do anything silly. Double 7.
72.
It's unlucky. There it is. You fancy him to get another one. Double 6. Big
Game
shot.
shot.
Massive moment, and that may just break the spirit of Martin Schindler. He's not done a great deal wrong in these last couple of legs. You know what it was like, Paul?
It was like a knife into the intercostal muscle.
That's right. Very much so. And Michael van Gerwen looking as if he's going to pick up his first Pro Tour
58.
title of the year. And he said to me the other week, Paul, he plays a lot in the beginning part of the year because he wants to tick off all the events, get himself in the Europeans. He's done that.
177.
This will get him to mine, and all the others take care of themselves because he's so high up in the rankings. So he'll manage his schedule a little bit more, particularly going into the World Match Play. And then he's got
97.
a busy August, hasn't he? And rest up in September. He maps it out. Very clever, Michael van Gerwen.
Absolutely right. It's what Phil Taylor used to do. He used to
92.
always win a few events at the start of the year and then just pick and choose as the year goes on.
Martin Schindler may be throwing his last 3 darts, but he has been
59.
fantastic these last couple of days, Martin Schindler. But Michael van Gerwen, it
Game
is
shot
a
and the
maiden Pro
championship.
Tour title in 2022
Michael
for
van
Michael van Gerwen. Kudos to Martin Schindler. He's had a fantastic day. Semi-final last week, final this week.